Goveia here at the Castle Green. Is that where we're at, Castle Green?
Yes.
Historical Castle Green building.
We're in Pasadena. We're definitely in Pasadena.
We'll just stick with Pasadena. Here at the Daytime Emmy reception for all the nominees. Congratulations to Kevin Spiritas and Michael Slade.
Co-creator of After Forever.
Oh my gosh. So
you interviewed me early on.
Yes, early on.
And then we just ran into each other the other day, and here we are.
The show, the first season that when I first caught it, it's so heartwarming and it's so authentic, and the heart keeps coming to mind. How did you guys think to get this going?
Well, there was a very universal crossing point where Michael ran into me at a gym in New York and asked me if I was Kevin Spiritas. He used to write for me on Days of Our Lives, and I went, "Oh, who are you?" And
because they're always so aware of the writers.
We're never allowed to play in the same playground with them. But Michael and I kind of started talking.
We sat down and talked about creating a show, and it was important to Kevin. It was important to both of us to tell a story about gay men who were not 35 or younger. And as we kicked things around, I had lost my partner a few years prior and realized it was about time for me to artistically have a cathartic experience of working through it. And so the only part that's autobiographic in that is the diagnosis that Jason gets and the decision to not have treatment, which was what I lived. And we just ran with it.
And we wanted to write something that we felt was important to put out there as a story, because that's what indie series, that's what digital is about. You can actually tell any story you want, but we wanted to tell a story about relationships, about how relationships, whether they're loving or not, they don't end when someone dies. And that was kind of the other part of the, let's put us on the canvas. Let's make sure that we have a stake in this world of entertainment as a gay man in their mid-50s.
And one of the things that's been the most gratifying, really, we both talk about it a lot, we get fan mail that from people of all ages, all sexes, all sexualities.
Men, women, gay, straight, black, white, everybody.
And who write things like this one that we just recently got, saying, "I think I understand better what my father went through when my mother died than I ever did."
I mean, he himself had lost as a son, but now he understands his father's side of it.
And people who write and say, "This helped me through my own grieving process." And we're just trying to write truth. But that's what happened.
You're in it creating it, you're in it, performing in it and writing in it. And you're really you don't have the time to really think about how it's affecting people. So when you hear other people's stories like this.
Well, this gentleman here, I knew when we were hitting it out of the park because he'd leave the room. So he'd watch a take or two and go, "Okay, I got him." And I understand that, and I respect it. I was just grateful that that was my indication of I'm doing what he wanted to see happen here. And and Mitchell Anderson too, who's also up for Best Actor, coming out of retirement to play this role and to keep him alive. I mean, his talent is, I wouldn't be in this place if it wasn't for him as well.
And to take nothing away from anything else you've ever done, but I think that this role allowed Kevin to show something that he's never been, that I didn't know you to have been given the chance to show.
Thank you.
As an actor.
And I asked him to help me with that too. I remember I said, "Will you just write me a role that I could just wake up and walk onto the set and be myself
and get nominated for an Emmy for?"
There you go.
That was 2 or 3 or 10 or whatever. But no, and we've become good friends through this process.
And we've become great friends through the project.
And just collaborating together is, and we're in different cities too, so that's changed. It's always changing.
But it's also one of the things that, we have an extraordinary cast.
Yes, you do.
And and I mean Mitchell Anderson, Katie Huffman, Anita Gillette, Lenny Wolpe,
Aaron Cherry.
Michael Urie, and one of the things that was so amazing in the beginning, because we would approach people with the scripts, and there was not a person we approached who said no. Everybody, they read the scripts and said, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
I will make this work.
There's something so special about it.
And also on the set, we did this in 12 days. Actually, technically we did it in 11 days. We went back one day to get a pickup, but there was never. It just unfolded for us. That's how the writing happened. The story. Once we figured out who and what and how, the story unfolded. I think it's just meant to be. It was meant to be born and given a life. And wait till you get to see season 2. We're officially announcing. We're officially announcing it.
Congratulations!
Yeah, so thank you.
Oh my gosh. No, truly. I keep saying the same word. There's so much heart, and with the heart and the passion, that's what comes across.
Thank you.
And that's why so many people can relate to it and connect the dots and have an emotional, cathartic experience.
Thank you.
Well, and it's and coming, having written for daytime for network daytime for many years, and at its best in the long history of daytime, it has been that.
Yeah.
And it isn't always.
You're right.
But when it was at its best, and Claire Labine was a mentor of mine, and she would talk with a passion about the possibilities of daytime that I never forgot, and that's what I wanted to bring to this, was just that this is what it can be.
It really is.
So thank you.
We will see you on Friday.
Thank you.
And
Sunday.
And Sunday.
It's going to be an amazing weekend.
Also, just FYI, AfterForeverTheSeries.com is going to have some information up for any of those fans who want to help see us put it up there, raise a little extra cash, make it from the fans.
Perfect. We'll spread the word.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
guys.
so much.